Om Shanti, English Avyakt versions. 24th of July 1970. Headline: How to create the point stage easily. How to create the point stage easily. What stage would you call the stage that everyone is sitting in at present? Do you have the avyakt stage while being in the corporeal? Can you stabilize yourself in the stage of a point while you are meeting Bab Dada? A few gave their own ideas. At what time are you especially able to create the stage of stabilizing as a point? Is it when you sit in solitude, or can you also have that stage while walking and moving around? The final effort is that of remembrance. This is why it is necessary for your intellect to understand clearly the stage of remembrance and your own experience. What is the stage of the point form and what is the avyakta stage? What is the experience of each of them? Because there are two names, there must definitely be a difference between the experience of the two. At present, while walking and moving around, the stage of being stable in the point form is not just lacking, but it is also non existent. You should also practice this stage. You should be able to take a few minutes in between and practice the stage of the point form. Just as on certain days everyone maintains silence for 3 minutes and even the traffic is stopped. All activities are stopped. When you carry out any task or when you are talking, you must also stop the traffic of your thoughts. You must stop the thoughts of the mind and the activities you are carrying out with your body for 1 minute every now and then and practice that. If you do not practice that, how and when will you be able to create the powerful stage of the point form? Therefore, it is necessary to practice that. If you continue to carry out this practice in a practical way every now and then, the stage of the point form that you find difficult today will then become as easy as the avyakt stage that the majority of you find easy today. When you first started to practice that, you find it difficult to maintain the avyakt stage while being in the corporeal form, just as it is becoming easy for you to stay in the avyakt stage and carry out a task. So that stage of the point form will also become easy in the same way. Marathis should now practice this stage. Do you understand? Those who are able to have the angelic stage, that is the avyakt stage, all the time are easily able to stabilize in the stage of the point form. If you are not stable in the avyakt stage, then you will find it difficult to stabilize yourself in the point form. This is why you must practice this now. In the beginning, in order to practice the avyakt stage, you used to sit in solitude and make your own individual effort. In the same way, you must make effort for this final stage every now and then by making some time for it. This is the final stage of success. In order to reach this stage, you have to pay special attention to one thing. What scheme does the government plan nowadays? Their plans become successful when they first keep the aim of saving as much as possible in everything. They plan a savings scheme to save their time, their money, and also their energy. They wish to save energy so that it takes less energy and one is able to carry out a task to a greater extent. They plan a savings scheme of saving in every way. So, what scheme should the Pandava government create? You are just told that you have to make effort to attain complete success in the stage of the point form. According to how you are moving along at present, all of you say that you remain very busy and that you have very little time to spend in solitude or in journey. But where will you get that time from? Day by day, service will increase and the problems too will increase. The speed of thoughts will also increase day by day. At present, you create 10 thoughts in 1 second, and later that speed will be doubled or tripled. Just as nowadays, they count the population to see how much it has grown in one day. The same way, here the speed of thoughts will be very fast. On the one hand, there will be expansion of your thoughts, and on the other hand, there will be expansion of evil spirits, the souls. However, for this, you have to maintain special attention through which you will be able to confront everything that comes in front of you. That is, in order to understand clearly whatever happens, you must remember two words. One is the difference, and the other is a mantra. Whatever happens, check whether it is right or not. Is it like Bab Dadas or not? So when you check this difference at every moment, you will be able to apply a knot and a dot within a second. If you don't have to do it, you have to apply a dot, and if you do have to do that, you will begin to do that. So you have to keep knot and dot in your awareness too. The difference and the mantra will both take place in a practical way. If you do not forget either of them, no problem or evil spirit will be able to oppose you. The problems will be burnt away in 1 second. Evil spirits will not be able to remain in front of you. So you have to make this effort. Do you not? Do you understand? What is the form of evil spirits? Their very clear form is shown when they enter specific souls. However, evil souls also have an incognito form. While moving along, you are able to see an especially bad sanskar of someone in its influential form. The effect of that will be that soul's head will 1 minute say one thing, and the next minute it will say something else, and he will say it with a lot of force. His stage will not be stable in one stage. Such a soul will distress himself and also cause distress for others. It is easy to recognize and move away from evil spirits that come in a very clear form, but evil spirits do not come in front of you in a clear form that often. They come in an incognito way a lot more. So, in ordinary words, you say his head seems a little crazy. However, there is such a force of evil, that is of bad sanskars. At that time, that soul is just like an evil spirit. Just as evil spirits cause a lot of trouble, in the same way, such souls also cause a lot of trouble. And this will happen a lot more. This is why you are told to create a savings scheme to save your time, your thoughts, and your power, and in between to increase the stage of stabilizing in the point form. The more you have the stage of the point form, the less the evil spirits or the force of evil sanskars will attack you, and your Shakti form will liberate such souls. You also have to do this service. You also have to liberate evil spirits, because it is now the end of the final moments. And so the evil spirits and the evil sanskars will reach their extremity and then finish. All the rubbish will come out and be burnt away. So then how would you be able to confront all those problems if you are not liberated from your own problems? This is why you are told to create a savings scheme and put it into a practical form, for only then will you be able to save yourself and all other souls. Explaining to someone or giving a lecture is not the only service. The form of service will now continue to become very subtle, and so increase the stage of your subtle form. All of these will be revealed, and then it will disappear. Before it disappears, it will first be revealed. Only then will it disappear. Service has to increase to such an extent that each of you has to carry out the work of 10. How many arms do they show the Shaktis with? The meaning of arms is to be a helper in service to that extent. Pandavas think that the arms are only of Shaktis. Do you know how the Pandavas have been shown? They are shown as very tall. This too is a sign of the Pandavas being helpers. It is not a tall body but a tall intellect. The Pandavas running ahead means that the Shaktis move ahead too. To keep the Shaktis in the front is a sign of their race. Acha. Om Shanti.